Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Salmon17, and I haven't done a video for a while, but this is something I wanted to talk about for a while because I don't know. This is a scary thing to talk about. If you guys see in the video on the title, I'm gonna compare two different reboots. And speaking of reboots, remember when it comes to reboots, they are nothing new. Back in the mid 2000s, we had many different kinds of reboots: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers, Spider-Man, Batman, and many other, and even X-Men and many others. In animation, we had reboots, and when it came to rebooting a franchise, people actually tried to do, make it a more serious, darker tone of the series, and it really worked. For example, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles really worked well in 2003. That came out. It was done really well because people actually, took their time to actually, research the original comics of the Ninja Turtles and also watch the animated series of the 80s show. But there was also another reboot that I actually recently have been watching, and it's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe that came out in 2002. Now, the reason why I'm saying it will be really difficult to talk to me about this is because, first of all, I never watched the 80s He-Man and even the She-Ra reboot, the She-Ra series, from the 80s. I never watched these shows because they're very cheesy. I never grew up with them, and it's kind of difficult to talk to about these shows. But I recently watched Masters of the Universe, He-Man Masters of the Universe, and the 2002 reboot online, and that reboot I really enjoy. Of course, there are some moments that are like, yeah, it does have few missteps, few in there, but at the same time, it's a really good reboot. And then we have the modern day animated reboots that are complete ass, and the reason why that is because nowadays when you think about a reboot, especially when it comes to animation or movies or whatever, every time big studios nowadays make these reboots, they ruin them. They basically kind of pick up an existing franchise and make it in their own image without giving two shits about the original properties that the original creators made. They just make fun of them, say the fans are toxic or whatnot, and so many others. Most recent example is Thundercats Roar, and that reboot is ass. And I'm not even going to talk about that. But then we have the She-Ra reboot, and this is the part where it really scares me to talk about, because when it comes to She-Ra reboot, people go nuts when you say something negatively or raise your own opinions about the show, because we can't have criticism. Nope. If you say anything about this LGBTQ fucking animated show, then people go nuts. And today we're gonna talk about what He-Man 2002 reboot did right, and what She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, or some people will like to call it the Princess of Lesbians, because that's what the show is these days. We're gonna compare what She-Ra does wrong as a reboot. Because if you're doing a reboot of the show, then you have to appreciate and consider what the original series did right, and what the fans loved about, and what the original fans loved about the property. And He-Man 2002, Masters of the Universe, did exactly that. It actually took its time to actually watch the original He-Man series and actually, updated it in a more modern audience. And by modern audience, I mean it creates a show that actually doesn't, talk down towards its audience. It actually takes itself seriously, and even makes, Skeletor, the yeah. Fuck, I can't do the voice. Fuck, my voice cracked. Oh my god, I choked on my own spit. Fuck. Basically, Skeletor, yeah, look at me, I am Skeletor. Oh my god, I can't do the voice. I think the original voice actor actually for Skeletor from the 80s actually came back to voice Skeletor in 2002, He-Man, and I kind of appreciate that but at the same time, the silly, not trending villain Skeletor in 2002 reboot, they actually made him very intimidating, threatening villain, and there's also kind of mystery kind of element in the show as well. And speaking of He-Man, if you remember in the 80s show, He-Man was an adult basically, and every time he changes into He-Man, no one can tell the difference that He-Man and Prince Adam are the same character. This is basically like it uses the same logic as Superman the animated series, where Superman basically wears glasses and everyone is like, oh, this guy's a completely different person. He's Clark Kent, not Superman. Like, are you that retarded? Like, damn. But at least with Superman it kind of makes sense that you can't tell the difference between Superman and Clark Kent. But with He-Man in the 80s show, you could tell that Prince Adam and He-Man, any sane person could tell they're the same people. But with 2002 He-Man, they actually made Prince Adam a teenager and updated his look, and when every time he transforms into He-Man, he becomes, He-Man, adult male, masculine. Well, Prince Adam is a bit more skinny, but at the same time he has combat abilities as well. There's also another thing about He-Man 2002 that I think they kind of took the same thing from the 80s show, where every time an episode ends, it also ends with characters, giving the audience a lesson about, friendship or working together, or, when people mess up, if there are friends that appreciate who you are, then they always, care about you, or don't judge others by their appearance or their actions or whatever. Those are good messages that I was kind of surprised that a show in 2000s had lessons. And now, of course, it's not something new. Teen Titans also had lessons, and even Avatar: The Last Airbender had some lessons as well, but they weren't like in your face about it. But He-Man was kind of like I said, the only reason it uses lessons is because they wanted to teach. It's a children's show. They wanted to teach you something, valuable lessons about friendship or responsibility, or not judging other people because they're different, and many others. And that's something I really appreciate about 2002 He-Man, because it respects the original source material without changing things but not too much about it. Man, my throat is killing me. But She-Ra, on the other hand, She-Ra and the Princess of Power, the new reboot on Netflix. This is the part where I'm gonna piss off a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, especially the LGBTQ fucking representative insane people, because in today's world it seems like as long as the show has forced in your face representation, then it means 10 out of 10 show, it's the best show ever. If you criticize it, you're a misogynist, you're homophobic, you're a piece of shit. This is how people act when when you criticize a show that you're not entitled on the same level as other people do. She-Ra and the Princess of Power. Now, of course, I did not grow up with She-Ra, the original 80s show, but seeing the new show, the new reboot, I might even fucking consider watching the 80s show, because where do I even start with this show? Unlike 2002 He-Man that respects the source material, actually tries to, create a reboot that both the old audience and new audience can enjoy watching. She-Ra, on the other hand, does none of those things. I did a video long ago talking about how the new She-Ra reboot is bad. The Netflix is She-Ra. This show, oh my god. I watched the first 2 episodes of She-Ra. Let's compare it to He-Man. Now, He-Man basically is a 3-episode, origin story of He-Man. Like a new origin story. And also an origin story for Skeletor. Of course, they kind of dwelled on Skeletor's, transformation more on season 2, I believe. But I watched the first 3 episodes of He-Man. The origin story of the Castle Grayskull, He-Man, how Prince Adam became He-Man. I enjoyed it. She-Ra, I could not. I groaned. I yelled. Why? I tried. I legitimately tried. To sit through She-Ra, but I could not pass. But I only watched the first 2 episodes, and the rest of the series I skipped. Well, not really skipped, because I watched Crimson Synth's videos when he talks about the show. He binge watches the show, tells his own opinions about the show, and of course, there's some good ideas, but handled with poor execution. First off, the first problem I have with She-Ra, with the new She-Ra reboot. Comedy. It is poorly written, it is unnecessary, and it is handled so bad that it makes I can't believe I'm about to say this. It makes Teen Titans Go look like a masterpiece in terms of comedy. And you know why that it's bad? Because the show takes place in the middle of the war. Now, some people might argue it is like Avatar: The Last Airbender. But Avatar: The Last Airbender, listen closely. Avatar: The Last Airbender uses jokes up very sparingly. It uses jokes very sparingly, and when it wants to be serious, it tries to be serious. Especially during action scenes, or dealing with bad guys like Zuko or Azula, or even Long Feng on Ba Sing Se. It takes its time to be serious. You know how to balance out humor and seriousness. She-Ra does not. Another problem I have with the show. Where do I even start? Oh my god. Where do I even start? The show has this obnoxious way. Basically, modern day animated shows has this obnoxious way of redeeming villains. No matter how many bad things they do, how many horrifying things they do, like genocide or, blowing up cities, destroying other people's homes. They're redeemable characters. And Ketra, the new Ketra, is the worst of I can't even say it. How do you redeem a character that destroyed all reality, that basically killed off billions of people on the entire planet, and be like, yeah, I love this person. This guy is innocent because because Ketra was, abused. Oh my God, boo-hoo! She killed billions of people. Yes, billions of lives. Killed Glimmer's mother, Queen Angela, that sacrificed herself to, save the entire interior. Continued doing on terrible things, abusing others, even Adora when she was very little girl, abused. I think the problem is the people don't understand the fucking sentence of that word, probably because abuse. Pick up a fucking dictionary and read what the word abuse really means. Because apparently Noelle Stevenson does not. This show, it boggles my mind. The 5th season, it's better. 4th season is better because it has a different writer. No, it's not better because you have a different writer. How Ketra is redeemed is the dumbest thing I have ever seen. Ketra killed billions of people on Interior, continued blowing up homes and killing innocent lives with using the Horde soldiers, abused everyone around her, including Adora when she was very little girl, both physically and mentally. And how she redeemed? She saved one person, Glimmer, and she said, I'm sorry for everything. That's all you need to be redeemed! Oh my God! What the? My brain, it doesn't function anymore. How do you redeem something like this? It's like saying, we forgive Thanos for snapping his fingers and wiping out half of the universe. Half of the universe population. Let's forgive this asshole because he had a reason of, people or human beings are like the terrible, the devil or something, and whatever. And he also loved Gamora, even despite the fact that he straight up killed her to get the fucking gemstone. To complete his Infinity Gauntlet to snap his fingers. Or another fact, let's forgive the Shredder because he raised freaking Karai as a little girl and raised her. Despite the fact that he killed billions of lives on our planets, nearly killed Hamaru Yoshi, later on abused Karai, and oh my god, this is dumb. This is the dumbest thing I have ever seen. This is so abysmal. Oh my god. He-Man 2002 doesn't have redeemable characters because it has bad guys. There's a fight between good and evil. That's it. Why can't we have He-Man 2002 reboot actually has legitimate threatening villains? Of course, there's some comical villains, but at the same time, it doesn't treat the villains like a joke. For example, Hordak in the new She reboot. I'm gonna be honest. His design, I actually looked pretty badass. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, like Oroku Saki or Sherelle from 2003 Ninja Turtles or Slade from Teen Titans, like this menacing bad guy, like you don't know anything about him. He sits on his chair, but then later on, when you meet him, he's gonna kick your ass easily. He knows martial arts. He has this badass battle armor. He has like this cool very design, and he looks like if you're gonna talk back at him or even blink wrongly at him, he's gonna straight up like choke you to death, like snap your neck. Nope, they don't do that. They don't even make She-Ra fight Hordak for five seasons. Because he's replaced by Hordak Prime, because he's the only intimidating villain that the show has. Why are you building up villains that are not even properly characterized or make them actually feel like threats? Put Helos and Traptor or something. This She-Ra reboot makes me rage. I know this is rant, but when I compare He-Man 2002 reboot with She-Ra 2002 with the current She-Ra Netflix She-Ra reboot, I'm gonna say right now that He-Man 2002 is a billion times better than fucking this whatever this fuckery is of She-Ra reboot. Because 2002 He-Man reboot, one of the first things that happened was it was wrongly cancelled, and because it was building up Hordak as well, that was more intimidating than whatever the fuck we got in the new She-Ra reboot. And they were planning to introduce She-Ra as well. You know, Adora. The Horde and Adora, She-Ra. I was like, then why didn't I? Then, of course, they canceled because of low toy sales or low ratings. I don't know. Because, like I said, I never heard of He-Man 2002 reboot. I never watched He-Man, but I'm recently watching it online and I'm really enjoying it. But this She-Ra reboot, even the original voice actor of She-Ra, Adora, said people are entitled to their opinions and you should not attack these people, the fans especially of the original series, just because they don't like your version of the show and they like their own original show better. The fact that a voice actor for the original She-Ra is telling you this is telling you a lot. Hordak gets his ass handed to him by Catra in a single swoop. Very, very easily, like one hit KO, boom. He gets knocked the F out. Because in today's world, women are powerful, unstoppable beings without any fucking sort of training or whatever. Yeah, okay. And men are weak, pathetic losers. This is what I feel like. This is what She-Ra reboot is trying to tell us. Imagine the way Catra is redeemed. Imagine if her gender was reversed. Do you honestly believe people are gonna say the same these goody two shoes kind of things for Catra if her gender was reversed? Of course not. But of course, we need to push that agenda because that is the more important thing than telling a good story. The another reason why I don't like the show is the fact that this show's continuity is non-existent. Characters do something once in one season and then they completely forget that thing in the next season. You're telling an action-oriented series. Continuity is without continuity of the show, it needs to happen. But nope, it doesn't have that. Like for example, in third season, Catra literally just was willing to destroy the entire reality just to get back at Adora. And later on, when Queen Angela restored the entire reality in theory by sacrificing herself, Adora is giving her the look of not forgiving her. She has the look like, I'm done with you. Next time we meet, I'm gonna straight up kill you. Next season, boom, forgotten. Fifth season, oh, I love you, Catra, despite the fact that you killed fucking Queen of Bass genocide. What? I have no words for this sheer reboot. My god. Oh my god. I'm going crazy with this show. This is insanity. How people defend this bad reboot over a reboot that was done 10 times better. With better animation, better characters, better villains. Because remember when anime shows back then did not focus on stupid agendas or political statements or whatever. It focused more on actually telling a good story, creating good animation, actually, creating something good for entertainment. So people, both kids and adults, and no matter what age group these people are, can enjoy and relax these shows. Today, no. We need. Oh my god, there's also the stupid article saying if you don't like the new Sheer reboot, you hate kids. I hate kids because I don't like a single show. Do you know how dumb you sound like now? CBR! Noel Stevenson! You stupid LGBTQ fucking... You can represent things all you want, but stop making it the main fucking focus of your entire stupid show. Because if you focus on that, then you basically throw out good character development, actual storytelling, good animation out the window. In the trash you go. Because who gives a shit? It's a show for kids. It's just for kids excuse, right? I hate that excuse. I buy many anime shows in the past, and some of them in the present, like Spectacular Spider-Man or Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, or even Green Lantern, the animated series, because I appreciate quality over quantity. I want to show if I ever have kids of my own, I want to show them and let them experience shows I grew up with in the past, including Tom and Jerry, or Animaniacs, or even Samurai Jack. I'm currently waiting for Superman the complete series of Superman the animated series to come by, because it was on sale on Amazon. I purchased it and I wanted to check out that show and watch it. Because DC animation was really good, especially all the way from Batman the Animated Series to Justice League Unlimited. But these days, it feels like real heroism or real storytelling or real actual lessons basically thrown out the window. They don't exist anymore. I am really sorry about making another rant video, but it makes me frustrated how people nowadays are so stupid that they basically like, yeah, let's have bad reboots instead of good ones. Transformers Prime, for example, tells a war story really well. It is very emotional. It actually shows actual deaths. It makes even bad guys really intimidating, and showing good guys, the Autobots, struggling for survival, for protecting the planet Earth. They struggle. They deal with losses, with controlling their emotions, many other things. They're struggling. She-Ra, on the other hand, the characters never struggle. Never. Oh my god. I'm really getting tired of this. I'm really getting tired, sick and tired of bad reboots being, defended because of, representation or whatever. If you want to watch a good Masters of the Universe reboot or whatever, check out He-Man 2002 He-Man and the Masters of the Universe 2002 reboot. I guarantee you will enjoy it more than you will enjoy the new She-Ra series. But for those who enjoyed the She-Ra series, good for you as well, I guess. But stop attacking me and many other people just because they have a different opinion. The fact that they have differences of not liking the show. Just because you like it doesn't mean you have to force others to like it as well. They are different people. We are different. Stop putting agenda first instead of pushing aside good storytelling and character development. It's stupid and wrong. And it's sadistic because they really want to push that narrative on kids shows because they want kids to be lesbian. They are kids. They don't know any better. They don't understand sexuality. Stop making sexuality as the thing of the future or whatever. It is stupid. It is dumb. If you want to give kids something that give kids quality entertainment, stop dumbing down kids shows to give them something really lazy and unoriginal and really, boring. That's what I'm trying also, I'm trying to do. I want to create an actual cartoon series where the characters actually feel like human. They actually are consequences during their actions or something like that. Their struggle to controlling their powers, yada yada. That's why I want to give kids in the future generations. But my drawing skills are not very good, and I'm one person. It's kind of hard to do. And at one point before I did this video last night, someone from United States actually wanted to do a live stream with me talking about animation, and that could have been cool, but because of we have different time differences, we can't do live streams, and that kind of sucks. It could have been cool to actually talk to someone that appreciates animation the same way as I do, and maybe find some people in person, maybe meet them that actually, have the same, love and appreciation for animation like I do. Because where I live, not many people appreciate animation. They always see it as a kid stuff. I live in a country called Latvia. If you don't know that country, then Google it. And it kind of sucks because I feel like I don't belong in my own country. I feel like I'm always the black sheep of the people, and it kind of sucks because I feel like I'm the only one who appreciates animation more than anyone else, and I don't know. Because this is crazy how the world is just changing for the worse nowadays, and I just want the things to get better, especially for animation for children, but apparently it won't happen anytime soon. Unless there's gonna be some changes in the West, but I don't know if that is gonna happen anytime soon. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a long video, but I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I don't know, what do you guys think about this? About my comparison? Do you agree with me that 2002 He-Man is better than the She-Ra reboot? And if not, well, I know this video is gonna get a shit ton of dislikes because you can't criticize She-Ra apparently because people are insane these days. But yeah. But I hope you guys like this video. I'm not gonna do any edits because YouTube fucking sucks these days, because you can't even add any music in the background as well, or show any clips without getting copyright striked. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys like this video, leave a like and share this with others. And I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and this is 107 signing off.